Hey, boy.
Hey, boy. It's been a while since we've done this, isn't it?
It's been a while.
When did we do the last one? Fucking hell, it was before the little one was born, is it? Back in December.
Yeah, we did one that we didn't put out
Why?
because it was share.
Oh, yeah. A lot's happened in the last 6 months. What's happened in the last 6 months? And my daughter, we've opened the gym. Fucking hell. It's been crazy, innit? We've opened the gym on the Sunny Coast, Oasis Fight Academy. Not too many academics in there, but
We got Bailey.
we have got Bailey, yeah, Bailey's there. It's going good. Fucking enjoying getting it up and running and setting it all up. There's a fair bit of work in the property that we got. It was an old pool shop, I think. It was like pool supplies and chemicals and all that, and we ended up having to rip a load of stuff out, which we thought would take about two and a half weeks, but it ended up taking 3 days to get it completely gutted.
It would take 4 guys 2 weeks and $10,000, and me and John manhandled it in 2.5 days.
There's a little bit more help in there.
$0.
$0, yeah. No, it's good. Fucking
Glenn helped us.
yeah.
He was funny. He had already knocked down half the building and then stopped and goes, all right, so what's the plan? After he just knocked down like all the ceilings and walls. Fucking funny.
And little Fluffy as well. Fluffy turned up.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
He didn't say much. But he did a lot of work.
Yeah, but we're all set up now. We're 4 weeks into the gym.
4 weeks already.
Is it 4 weeks? What was the date?
Is this week 4?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's the start of the third week, or midway in the third week.
Yeah, it's gone good. We've been very lucky with the people that have come through the doors. Everyone's super cool.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, if anyone else listening that you're interested in getting into it, we've got jiu-jitsu, MMA, and Muay Thai classes. And just a mix of guys that have been doing it for a while, mix of beginners. So welcome to absolutely everyone.
Yeah, and if your kids train or if you're a girl as well, because there's lots of girls that train here, so you won't feel out of place.
Yeah. Yeah, we've actually had quite a lot of girls turn up, and I think we've got about, I don't even know how many actually, I don't know how many have actually joined up in total, but we have about between 6 and 7 to every class, really, don't we?
Yeah, especially the striking classes, they tend to gravitate towards that.
Yeah, girls like punching and kicking things.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? No, it's been good.
Tell us about being a dad.
Oh, being a dad, yeah, it's going really good. First 3 weeks was fucking mental. But yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy the first 3 weeks, just trying to figure it all out and trying to suss out what the baby's upset with or what she needs, and which isn't really rocket science. You either need to sleep
Or eat.
change a nappy, or be burped. But yeah, she's cool, man. It's like 6 months in now. She's just started somewhat crawling, just dragging her body across the floor.
She does fart noises.
She's a fucking comedy genius. Yeah, it's cool. It's funny, like just seeing like a little version of you and your missus trying to figure things out. It's getting excited over silly things like learning, like motor skills coming and learning how to grab her feet and stuff. It's it's exciting, and it's good seeing, like, I've got a few mates that are a few months ahead, a few months older than our little one. So you kind of see like the stages happening a few months ahead, and then my mate Sparky back home is just he just had his little one, little Ronnie, a couple of days ago, and then listening to his stories, being in the trenches of a newborn stage,
Takes you back.
and just and him and his missus just loving it as well. It's cool. But Lucy wants to fire out another one straight away, but I'm only just recovering from the newborn stage, I think.
Time goes fast, eh?
Yeah,
What she say, 6 months now?
6 months. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
gone
that's
over 6 months.
That's gone so fast.
I know.
I remember when you told me, because you didn't send me any memes for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, fuck, that's probably a sign that she's born, because he sends me like 100 memes a day. And then I was watching a panda documentary, and he told me.
Why panda documentary?
Because they're fake.
Is this where you get obsessed with pandas?
Yeah. Well, that was the stage I was going through there. Now it's something else, but I won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look into it. Pandas, they're not real.
Shut up, fucking head that. A panda's like little drunk people, aren't they?
Yeah. You know, there's like no history on pandas.
So you're not actually joking about the whole panda thing?
I'm not joking, no. It's like I don't really get into conspiracies that much. Like, not as much as you and Axel and stuff like that.
I don't get into any conspiracies.
You do?
No, I don't. I can't be fucking asses to look into shit.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, look into it. I don't want to cloud your judgment. I think you should just do your own research.
So there's no pandas before.
Oh, so like the Chinese history goes back like longer than I think most cultures and stuff like that, and they talk about dragons and they talk about, you know, all these animals. They never talked about pandas. They were never in the history. It's not that I don't think they're not real. It's I think they have been engineered. I think they're like dogs.
Ah. Is there anything to it? Has anyone actually said they do that?
There's a few people that believe it.
But it's not something that's like known.
No, it's not. No, that's why it's a conspiracy. Otherwise, it would be fact.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
I don't know about pandas, boy.
But yeah, I think the first recorded one was like 1920 or something, like not that long ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then I thought there was none in the wild, but apparently there's 1,200. But that's not a lot.
They only fuck like once a year, don't they?
Yeah, I think, they only ovulate like 3 times a year.
Mm.
Where they come from? No one knows.
No one fucking knows.
Anyway, like we said, we're not academics. Even though it's called an academy, we're still learning as well.
Yeah.
But I got to tell the story about Bailey. So we got in trouble because people were parking in our neighbours' car parks at the gym, and we had to send a message out to all the members saying, "Hey guys, please don't park beyond the Oasis building because of the neighbours' car parks." And then Bailey liked the message. I was like, "Oh, cool. He's acknowledged the information we've given him." And then I see him fly past the building and park in the neighbour's car park. I'm like, "Hey, Bailey, did you not get the message? Like, don't park beyond the building." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know if beyond meant before or after." And then, that's when I knew we got a pretty big job at hand here. Not in terms of like teaching people jiu-jitsu and stuff. It's more just teaching them fucking vocabulary and life skills.
Yeah.
And that's pretty bad if we're doing that because, I don't know, I didn't really go to school. Did you?
Absolutely not. Anytime I did go to school, I just had my headphones in doing next to nothing.
You didn't go to high school, you went to school high.
Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't go to school high till after school. No.
Wait, what? You didn't? Why were you going to? You went to school high after school?
Yeah, like smoking weed, like
in the school after you graduated.
Yeah.
What? Isn't that illegal?
What do you mean?
That's trespassing.
No, I wasn't actually physically in school. I mean, I didn't start smoking weed until I left school.
Yeah, right.
Which is a lie. I actually started at pretty 15, I think.
Did you finish school like grade 12?
Nah. Grade 12 would be sixth form, so that's like when you could leave school at, I think, grade 10.
Yeah.
But then you stay for 11, 12 if you don't want to go to college, or if you want to go to university, you stay an extra 2 years.
You stayed the whole time?
No, did I fuck, boy? I left school as soon as I possibly could.
Yeah, I think most people do.
Absolute waste of time.
Yeah.
I'd like looking into the whole schooling thing. I'd like, if it's doable, I'd like to homeschool the little one as well. Not me, but Lucy homeschool her.
Yeah.
Because, unless you got the money to put your kids in private school, which isn't much of a thing.
I don't think it makes any difference. I think they've done like studies on it. Like,
I think it's a big difference.
Sending your kids to private schools.
Is it?
I don't think.
Don't they actually
I've heard
teach
Joe
them
Rogan talk about
actually
it.
valuable shit though, where they learn about things?
Not necessarily.
That
I think there's those like Steiner schools where they like, they don't teach them like maths and stuff early on, and it's like engaging learning where they like go outdoors and like play. It's more like that kind of stuff. They do a lot of art, and then they don't like. Have you heard of those schools, the Steiner schools?
No.
Monty, they got one here, Montessori or something.
Right.
I think they're pretty good.
So what's the difference between that and a private school?
Oh, they're way different. The curriculum's completely different.
Right.
But private school curriculum isn't that much different to a public school.
Fuck, I'm sure it is. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
Right. But they teach them about like we didn't really,
Unless it's like a religious school, or which most private schools are religious schools, like Catholic schools or Christian schools.
Christian schools, yeah. It's not much of a thing back home, mine. Well, not that I knew. I didn't know anyone that went to private schools, but maybe apparently the UK is like separated a lot by class, like, you know.
Yeah, right. So there's not many private schools in Wales.
Don't think so.
Yeah,
Unless
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I was probably in like our school wasn't known. Our school was the school that kept the kids that got kicked out of every other school. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's differences between public schools too. Like, there's sketchier ones.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live.
Yeah.
And then here, I think it's like to do with zoning. So, like, your kid can only go to a certain school if you live in the zone.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't be able to send your kid to a school in Brisbane if they lived here.
Why?
Because of the zoning or something like that. At least with public schools, I think you're kind of limited as to where you can go.
The whole homeschooling thing is becoming way more of a thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. I was homeschooled for a bit when I lived on the boat, but I didn't do anything. Like, my dad he didn't make me do any other work.
So you didn't have to do like exams and send it into the school?
Nothing.
How old were you then?
Oh, grade 5.
Oh, pretty young.
Yeah. I was meant to learn the language. I didn't. Turkish. All I knew how to say was iki bira, which means 2 beers. That's all I learned, to like order beers for my dad and uncle.
Yeah, right.
That's all I needed though, really. But I don't know. I think every homeschool kid I've met's been pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, no, that's the thing that puts me off. But
I think that's because they don't have social interaction with kids. I think if you put them into like sport or like team sports or jiu-jitsu or like a kind of thing where they can be around kids their own age, so they're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Big John's kids are homeschooled, but they're cool.
There's got to be a correlation too between like homeschool kids and just spending way too much time like on iPads and like watching TV and stuff like that.
Do you reckon?
I reckon.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the setting, I suppose. Like Big John, he's got his kids up in...
Because you can do it well. Like, you could homeschool a kid well, and you could also be pretty lazy with it.
100%. Yeah.
Like, it'd be easy to fall down the trap of just being like, oh, here's a computer, do your work, and you know what I mean? Then they're on YouTube for most of the day.
Yeah. Like Big John, his kids, he's got them... I suppose it's different where they got access to a farm, and a lot of the actual farm work they do, it goes towards...
his kids are cool as.
Yeah, but they go towards, like, it goes towards a curriculum. Because they reckon they can compress the whole this whole school day into about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
The work they actually do. So, like, you spend all this time in school as a kid. I don't know. I hated it. I just don't like the way it's like I wasn't built for school at all, but I think I could have had any system in place and I wouldn't have been interested in it, I suppose. But
yeah. You don't like authority or being told what to do.
Yeah, but how can you have like 14 kids in one classroom with one teacher teaching you all
14? Fuck, I think in my class was like 25 to 30 kids.
In one classroom?
In one class, yeah. 14 would be, nah, not here.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's around 25, 30 kids.
That's a lot, that is.
It's hard, man.
To one teacher and one maybe assistant teacher.
Man, I've done like kids classes with 30 kids in it, and that's for 1 hour, and that's fucking difficult. Let alone trying to hold their attention for 6 hours or whatever it is. Like, and I don't think that would be very difficult. I feel sorry for those teachers.
Yeah, but like, how can you teach like that many people one way of learning?
Yeah, it's stupid.
You know what I mean?
There's like this cool like it was at my girlfriend's house actually. Like this picture, it's like basically sums up the schooling system. You've probably seen it. It's like all these animals standing at the bottom of the tree, and then the teacher's like, "Oh, climb this tree." Like obviously some animals can do it and some don't. Like we're all like good at different things, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, trying to get them all to fit the mold of one style of learning. It's the same with jiu-jitsu and that. Certain people learn certain ways. Some people, you know, you got like auditory learners, visual learners, kinetic learners, and everyone's different.
Yeah. How do you think about that? Do you ever? Yeah, I suppose you change the way you teach like you give everyone the same template when you're showing like a technique, but then when each person's having a different issue with it, you approach people differently and how to teach them then, don't you?
Yeah, and they could interpret what I say completely differently.
Yeah.
Just like the same way me and you could watch the same fight and you would look at it differently to how I would. Like, you know. And then you could, like we were talking about today, you could watch that same match 10 times and see it differently every single time.
Yeah.
And like I know times where there's been maybe like Kyle told me something when I first started off that was like a golden nugget and I just couldn't, you're not ready for it yet.
Yes.
And then someone else tells you the same thing later on and you're like, oh, I remember someone telling me that.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
But you just understood it differently at the time. Innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been loads of things like that actually. Yeah.
And then like I think teaching kids too is different. Like you got to be more engaging and ask questions and make them feel like they're kind of, you know what I mean? Whereas adults, I don't think you have to do that as much. But I mean, good coaches do that. Like I noticed when Ben Vickers did the seminar here, he was like very engaging with everyone, like asking them questions and stuff like that, which is probably good.
Yeah. I suppose it keeps you engaged in it as well, because a lot of people's attention span is fucking small.
Yeah, they zone out. I do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, what was I just thinking of? Yeah, that seminar was good actually with old Benny Boy. It was good listening to like a different listen to like his approach to like mindset into fighting, and very like a damage heavy kind of guy. Yeah, it's good. Fuck, that's something. How good is that fight as well with Jack and Bilal as well?
Very cool.
That was fucking shit hot. Old Giacomo. Yeah. Fuck, how long have you been coaching now?
I don't know, since I was a blue belt, I was teaching kids classes.
Yeah.
So 5 years.
You had a blue belt 5 years ago? Nah, you had it way before then.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
That would have been like 2018. That would have been 6 or 7, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Just accidentally happened.
What kind of differences do you reckon are with teaching a kids class?
Oh, completely different. I think it's different, yeah.
And how though?
Well, like you can be a great kids instructor and not necessarily be a great adults instructor, and then vice versa, I feel like. Mm-hmm. It's just, yeah, a lot more different. You have to be charismatic and, you know, make them interested more so than just being a robot and just giving people information, you know?
Do you reckon kids pick things up quicker? I suppose individual based now.
Yeah. I don't know. I notice, like, I think they do. I think they pick stuff up. I think if they want to be at training, they pick it up. If they're being sent to training, they don't give a fuck. They don't care what you have to say. It's just their parents are telling them, hey, go do something.
Yeah.
I know, you can try do it, boy.
What's that?
Teach some kids classes.
I'm socially awkward with children.
Just with children.
Yeah, I'm socially awkward, full stop.
Yeah, I think it helps because I have heaps of nieces and nephews, and yeah, kids don't really care. You can just be a clown with them and they think it's funny. They don't judge you as much as adults do. So you probably do better.
Yeah, true. Fuck, it's going to be interesting seeing the little one when she's fucking running around, you know.
It'd be so funny. Sure it is.
And, well, she's not running yet, but...
Crawling around the mats.
Just dragging herself around.
Yeah. No, it'd be cool.
Yeah, fuck, it'd be interesting having two of them. Having two of them and then fucking...
Making them scrap.
Making them scrap, yeah. Right then, whoever wins gets the dessert. Plot twist, daddy's eating the dessert.
How would you go about that too, like homeschooling, if your kids like have an age gap? Like, what do you have to have two separate things? Obviously, they're gonna have some age gap, but
I don't fucking know, but I'm winging it. I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know. How would you do it? I think it'd be better to have like a less, just in general. I reckon less of an age gap would be better than. Yeah.
I think the age gap between me and my oldest brother's like, quite a bit.
How much?
Probably 10, 12 years.
Yeah, same with my brother. Me and my brother's like 11-year difference, I think. But we didn't, I didn't grow up with him, and I didn't meet my brother until he was like, till I was about 7, I think. 7 or 6. I might have been 6 because I remember he moved in with us when he was 17. Yeah, I don't know if we have another one. I'd like it to be soon, so they're roughly the same age.
I think kids that have a lot of siblings are always tougher than kids that don't.
Yeah, the youngest one.
Yeah, or just all of them, because it's like you just. Yeah, maybe not the oldest one, but yeah, I think it's good for them.
Who's the oldest one with you? He's a brother.
Oh, yeah. Daniel, but he's my half brother.
Do you live with him? Did you live with him growing up?
Not really, I don't think.
So
like, he would
baby.
always I was a baby, but like my middle brother, he would always like bash me, and then like Daniel, my oldest brother, I'd see him like I don't know once every 6 months or a year, and I'd like tell him what my other brother had been doing to me, and then he'd give him a hiding. So it was kind of like I got my revenge whenever he came.
Did your parents baby out?
Out
to the other kids?
Not really. Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
I definitely got away with the most.
Yeah.
Because I think they just give up at that point.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so, yeah.
yeah, I definitely got away with the most, but I definitely got like beaten up the most. I just remember getting corked all the time. You know what a cork? Like when they just hit you in the same spot over and over again.
Yeah, like
that was the worst.
Side of the thigh or
Yeah, and then I was just like, the age gap was too much where like, I would try and fight. Like I'd like punch him in the face and then just laugh. Because it would just be like getting attacked by a little kid. They can't do any damage. I'd get super angry about it.
little redhead going off his head.
Yeah. But then it was good because like we talked about when I went to school, no one could say anything that would ever upset me because I'd already heard it all.
Yeah.
It'd be like you at home. If you got called fat at home and then you went to school, you'd be like, yeah, I know I'm fat.
Well, I had the difference. I was like babied in the house by my brothers and sisters. I was only my sisters really in the house. And then I went to school and then everyone called me fat. And I was shocked by it because my mother would be like, is Puppy fat? What are you talking about?
You're just big bone, John Martin.
Yeah. You're right, you'll grow into it.
Baby fat. Like, dude, I'm 21.
Puppy fat it was, yeah. Yeah. I remember, right, going on holiday, and I was, because my mother would tell me that I wasn't fat so much, but everyone in the school used to call me John Fartin or John Farts. And then
So confused.
I was on holiday in Scotland one year, and these kids in the caravan park started calling me fatty. And I was like, how do they know? How do they know the other kids call me fat? Because it hadn't like clicked to me that I was fat. My parents were lying to me. Clearly was fat, like.
That's pretty funny. But it would be hard to tell your kid that they're fat.
Would it be hard?
Maybe.
Fuck, I'd tell mine, like, get out the biscuits, you fat little fuck.
It's kind of on you, though, to not let it get to that point.
Who?
You reckon? The parent.
Kid?
No,
the parent. Yeah, fucking right, yeah.
Yeah. Like when you see like parents giving their kids food, like that's like not good food, you know, like soft drink and shit like that. That's fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah, just
like obviously in like small amounts, like I don't know, special occasion, but like some kids literally just live off like crap, like sugar.
All right, and do you reckon some kids could be fat? Because I'm like a fat fucker if I'm eating unprocessed whole foods, if I don't track my food. So do you think that you could have a kid that's not eating processed foods or sugary shit, that eats just whole food, that is just a massive appetite? Because like I was thinking with the little one, and she's like trying to.
Yeah, but imagine your appetite eating bad food. Like you'd be.
Yeah, that's
way
how I
bigger.
got so fat.
Yeah.
Fucking smashing like pack of 12 Richmond sausages and 4 pieces of bread.
Yeah, then I think like you can be fat and healthy, and you can be fat and unhealthy. Just like you can be skinny and you can be healthy, and you can be skinny and unhealthy.
Yeah,
like some of the skinniest people eat the most garbage diet. You know, like just live off sugar but they're skinny. Doesn't necessarily correlate to health.
Yeah, I'd really like to not let the little one get fat, because it's shit for a kid growing up and just being forgotten fat. It's just a go-to for everyone all the time. And like I was pretty thick-skinned as a kid, but then like I wouldn't like my daughter to be the fat girl. You know what I mean? But then like when she's getting pissed off, but she's just a baby, innit? But I can see how that could carry over, you know, because obviously they're like when they're hungry, they start showing like, fuck, is that going to be pissed off or crying or whatever. So you're like, oh, quick, give the baby food.
Yeah.
So then as all of a sudden, before you know, you got a 15-year-old starts throwing a tantrum. You're like, quick, give him a pack of biscuits. Yeah, maybe not biscuits, but, you know.
Yeah, I think there's always the healthy alternatives. And if they get brought up on good stuff, I don't think they crave it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like me, I didn't grow up on soft drink. I don't like soft drink. Like, I don't.
Same. That's the one thing I didn't grow up on, and I don't have to.
It's crazy how they target those foods to kids though. Like if you go down like the cereal aisle at Coles or whatever, like it's all catered for kids. It's like, you know, the boxes are like rainbow and they've got like characters on them and shit. Like it's crazy that they cater to the kids because they know that they're going to be at the shops being like, oh, mum, fucking get me this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a fucking colourful fucking cartoon rabbit on the front of the box and shit.
And then like the health, you've seen like the health star thing they have over here where it's like the health star rating.
Yeah.
And it'll be like Fruit Loops or like a 5 health star or something.
Yeah.
Because it's like fortified with nutrients. Like it's got all these fucking, you know.
And then you got butter then, it's like a 1 star.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, just think about like eating cereal and shit as a kid, innit? Before going to school. We've probably talked about this before, but it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like I haven't eaten like sugary breakfast like that for so long. You just feel like shit if you do straight away.
Yeah.
Well, unless after a fight or something, I'll be fucking smashing a bag of Maltesers the morning after.
Yeah. Special occasion.
Yeah, special occasions, but like, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? If you ate like a whole food diet with like adequate protein and nutrients and everything for your whole life, imagine how different you could be now.
Yeah.
Compared to before.
Be a different person. Don't your cells like re-replicate every certain amount of, I don't know, whatever it is. So it's like if you're giving your body shit, you're literally made up of that. You know what I mean? As opposed to being made up of like, I don't know, healthy foods.
Yeah.
Vegetables. Yeah.
Fact, you know what's mad as well? With the little one, we made a conscious effort not to let her watch TV. Like she'll turn and look at a screen now and again. We try and stop her from doing it. Try not to give her. We don't give her a phone at all. The other day, I put my phone across the room so she would try and crawl to it. But like she hasn't had screens and she's obsessed with them. If your phone get a notification on your phone and it lights up, she just goes like a zombie and just wants to get it, wants to look at it. And I know it's just like a bright thing that pops up, but like it's weird, man. Just like they go like emotionless straight away.
Yeah, and we didn't really grow up with that stuff, and look how addicted we are to it.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine being a little kid and you're like fucking all the social media and all the internet, just in this little box in your pocket at hand anytime?
Crazy.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, and like I think kids nowadays are getting phones pretty young.
Yeah. Just having access to the internet like that for a little kid is pretty frightening.
Yeah.
You think about like all the shit that's on.
And then you'd almost need your kid to have a phone. Like, you know, if they're in like a situation they need to call you, you definitely want them to have a phone.
Yeah, but do they need, I suppose.
They're like, you give them like a Nokia and all their friends are like, you know, rolling around with fucking little iPads in their pocket, they're going to be like, what the fuck? My dad's a cunt. I used to like steal my mum's phone and play Snake and shit. Remember that?
Yeah, fuck guys. Snake 2, I don't even go through the walls. That's a dog's bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, do they get the same, like, if you put a book in front of her, is she like amused by it? Or is it not the same?
No, if it's a colour, like when she was a newborn, she couldn't see colours. So anything black and white was like, whoa, she'd get like, that's nuts. And like, another thing, plants as well. When she's a newborn, plants, she was like, I don't know whether it's the shape or the fact that they'd move. Mm-hmm. But I forget. Like she's got like baby books where it's just like, I don't know, a big colourful elephant on it or something, and it's like makes a rustling noise when you touch it. It's just like she gets attracted to it. But like, she's not going to start sitting there reading The Power Now. Like, she's 120 pages deep in fucking Eckhart Tolle. Like, she's got a monocle on and a cravat. She's sitting there reading.
I wonder if like audio books and that like are good for him.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They reckon, right? They reckon Kyle sent me something the other day. There was, it was like 4 or 5 kids' TV shows that massively negatively impact a child's speech development. Like
Peppa Pig.
I can't remember which
They
one.
start talking like Peppa Pig and shit.
Can't remember, but apparently they're pretty bad for it.
Yeah.
But then there's others that are actually really good from, like, I think Miss Rachel, that might be a good one, maybe.
Blippi.
Don't know.
Apparently that's a good one.
Blippi?
Yeah, my niece used to watch it. Yeah. But then apparently, like I was telling Aaron the other day, I was like, apparently it's a good like show for kids, and he's like, pretty sure that guy's like a convicted pedophile. Like, they all end up being fucked up. And like Blue's Clues, you remember that show? It was the blue dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like fucking overdosed or something like.
The dog's a cartoon, isn't he?
The dog overdosed. No, the guy on the show, like the host. Yeah, Blue's Clues.
The cartoon took a turn for the worse.
But they all end up being fucking weirdos and shit. It's like, how do you... Yeah. You'd have to be pretty out there to want to, like, to be a wiggle or something.
To be a wiggle.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fucking hell. What are those people like in their day-to-day life, really, you know?
Probably really fucked up.
Weird. Surely they're not like that. Hopefully they are, actually.
Or they're just cooked. Like, they just get cooked and then go and do that.
What do you mean cooked, like on drugs?
Yeah, because you'd have to be. Like, all those old TV hosts, like, they all got fucking... That all came out that they're all fucking... like pedophiles and weird shit like that.
Kill themselves, like that heart attack guy. Do you used to have a heart attack over here?
Nah.
Never had a heart attack?
It was all the British ones too. Can't trust them.
Can't trust them. BBC. Yeah, but the heart attack guy, he killed himself. Old fucking, I think he hung himself.
Who was the really creepy cunt who had like the children's hospital?
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. What's fucked up about that is there so many people, nurses even, and like people in the BBC knew about it.
He was like friends with the Queen and shit.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Makes you think, and is it like all connected to the, you know, this whole thing with like Jeffrey Epstein and all that shit? Like, you know, did more people know about it? Like things.
Oh, so many people would have known, I reckon.
Yeah. What's even scarier is how many like the Epstein Island kind of situations are actually set up and like continue to go now.
Oh, all that shit would still be happening. It would just be someone else.
Yeah.
And he was probably just the scapegoat anyway. Like, they probably just used him. It was probably someone else running the show, and they're like, oh, he's the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a distraction.
Have you heard the thing, the whole, not backstory, I'm going to butcher this, but apparently he was like an agent, Mossad agent, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, I've heard you and Axel talk about this.
No, I'm repeating what Axel said. But apparently they would get people to the island, get them to have sex with underage people where maybe some of them didn't know they were underage.
Yeah.
Get it on camera, then blackmail them to make like big political moves then.
Yep. Frame people.
But then some people actually go in there.
Purposely.
It's fucking wild, isn't it? Like none of us, like we haven't had like what they call the fucking client list out yet. Or they have, did they release it?
Don't think so.
And even if they did, we probably wouldn't have the whole thing, you know?
Yeah. And like, I guess just because they're on the list maybe doesn't mean that they did anything either.
True.
Because there was probably some legitimate business going down there and then some fucking shady shit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think like they were landed on the island and it's just like a massive sex party. It's probably sectioned off to certain parts in it.
Yeah. Like our mate says, like, fame comes at a cost.
Which is that?
Axel. Like, he reckons they're all in on it.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's pretty mad though that like Alex Jones was talking about this like fucking 7 years ago.
Yeah.
What's going on with his fucking mental rants about fucking paedophile celebrity islands and
yeah, now
fucking Pizzagate thing. And Joe's looking at him like he's got fucking 3 heads. But it turns out he's actually right.
Yeah, he calls him out on it today and he's like, I don't know, Joe. Don't listen to anything I say. I'm a little bit retarded. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, fuck it up.
That takes a lot of courage to speak out against people like that too, because they have so much power. Like if they, that's why a lot of people probably had good intentions and knew what they were doing was wrong, but were just too scared to say anything, because like it'd be like, if you speak out against us, you and your family are gonna go fucking missing or something like that. It's like that's the scary part.
Don't you think people like Alex Jones, then why hasn't he been knocked off if that's the case?
Yeah, I think he's been like muzzled a little bit now though.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, he did get cancelled and taken off everything, didn't he?
Yeah, like he stopped talking about the Jew stuff and the Sandy Hook thing? He got like real fucked up in trouble for that. But even like, have you looked into that? It's pretty sus.
I haven't, no.
It's pretty fucking weird.
Why is it sus?
Oh, so like the parents of the kids or whatever, like they got shot in the school. Like there's like, it's like just after it happened and they're like filming the parents and they're all like laughing and stuff like that. And then they start the press conference and the cameras are on and they all start like fake crying and stuff like that. It's like but I don't know. Who knows?
What's like the argument behind that for their side though? Like why like has anyone come out and said, oh, that happened because of X, Y, and Z?
Oh, because of the conspiracy side of it is like they wanted to bring in the gun like laws and bans and stuff like that.
No, I get that, but I mean, like, if the parents come out and said, "Oh, well, we were actually smiling and joking and laughing," or
don't know. They were the ones that sued him. I'm pretty sure. So he got sued for like a bunch of money for saying all that stuff because he was inciting his audience to like they were all like writing to the parents and saying, "You guys are." It's fake. Your kids.
Yeah, they were getting death threats and shit. Weren't they?
Yeah, so it's like
people doing up with their houses
because of him or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. Yeah, I don't know. You just fucking don't know, do you? The thing gets me with stuff like the conspiracies and stuff, or like certain ones are like, oh yeah, but that's fucking obvious. But then there's, I don't know, like nothing. I don't know. Nothing can happen these days without it having some big backstory, you know?
Now it's even harder because like with all the AI stuff, like I watch videos, I'm like, holy shit, look at this. And then like you read the comments, it's like everyone's like, oh, this isn't even real. Like with the Israel-Iran thing, like all these missiles and that. I think some of them are legit, but some of them are like completely fake videos.
What, like AI or something?
Yeah, AI videos and stuff like that. And then, we're all sending them to each other and it's not even real.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of that stuff. It's hard to differentiate like real from fake now.
Yeah,
it's getting harder and harder.
Even with like, even AI videos of someone talking and the fake AI or whatever, not fake AI.
And you can kind of tell, like even if there's captions for like businesses and that, you can tell when it's written by AI and when it's actually someone writing it. I reckon you can tell.
Why?
It just sounds too. It sounds too legit.
Yeah.
And everyone uses it.
Oh, like ChatGPT.
Yeah, I'll like use it like to, I don't know, for a caption for the gym or something. And then I'll be like, make this sound less like AI. You know what I mean? Like make it sound more human. Like put some errors in it and shit like that. And apparently Mark was telling me like you can actually start to learn your behaviors over time. And it'll start like, I don't know. So if you spell certain things wrong, it'll start doing the same thing. So it like actually sounds exactly like you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. These things are going to know more about us than we even know.
We know, yeah.
Yeah.
Scary, man. Yeah, the missile footage, fucking hell, I didn't even think about it being fucking fake, to be honest.
Yeah. My dad's over there at the moment, so it's definitely not fake. He's in a bomb shelter.
Is he saying there's a lot of bombs not going off?
I think they're spending most of the time down there in the shelter.
Fuck, that's insane, man. That must be... Is he scared at all, or is he like... Oh,
nah,
whatever, it's just normal
I think
shit.
It's just normal for them. I lived in a bomb shelter in Tel Aviv.
Was it like being used, or was it like
so like
Airbnb or something?
No. So like all the new units and stuff, they all have their own individual bomb shelter in the unit. So one room will be dedicated bomb shelter, right? And they have like big doors, like shit you see in movies, because they prepare for like chemical warfare too, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like a full like lock safe room. But like the older buildings, they have like a public one at the bottom. So like if you hear the alarms going off, everyone runs down. They probably do like a roll check.
That's one like your dad's in, is it?
Yeah. So the older buildings, but the old apartment he lived in, well, it was a new apartment. Like it had a bomb shelter for every unit.
Right.
Yeah, and I used to sleep in there, but it was just like a normal room with a massive fucking lock safe door.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty crazy.
But before this like recent stuff, how often were they having bombs and stuff?
I don't think there's been bombs in Tel Aviv for years. Like missiles never reached there.
So why do they have bomb shelters in the first place? Is it when?
Oh, because there's been like attacks there before.
Why? Like when the Europeans first went there, is it?
I don't know if it goes that far back. I'm not sure. But like I know my dad's wife, like she spent like considerable amounts of time in bomb shelters when she was a kid and that.
It's fucking insane, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think that's more when they were the underdog. Now they're like the big dogs, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Palestinians never had like the technology and the rockets to reach Israel, or if they did, they'd just get shot down by the dome.
Right.
But I think Iran, like obviously they're a bit more advanced. I think like 98% of them got intercepted, but some got through. It's pretty crazy. But it feels like a very safe place to be. I never felt unsafe there at all.
Fuck, I wouldn't feel safe now, should you?
Nah, you'd be still safer than being the enemy.
Is that the whole country's like getting bombed and stuff, or is it mainly the cities like?
Well, like Tel Aviv's like the main city.
Yeah.
But like the cities outside of Tel Aviv, I think they get hit like every now and again. Like where we were living on the boat, I think it was at Ashdod or Ashkelon. Like there used to be missiles that would hit there occasionally, but I think for them to reach the capital was like pretty rare.
And the Iron Dome, that's covering just Tel Aviv?
I think it covers the whole thing.
All of Israel?
Yeah.
And do you know how it
Mark
works?
was explaining this to me. Like the only reason it works in Israel is because it's such a small country. Like I think the dome can cover most of the country, but if we wouldn't be able to have an Iron Dome here because it wouldn't be big enough.
Yeah. It's pretty insane, isn't it? And do they shoot the missiles down from the sky?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, the technology's that good, it knows if the missile's not going to land. Because every time they shoot one down, it costs, like, crazy amounts of money, like, for the technology. So I think they know when the missile's not going to land in, like, a public place. Like, if it's going to land in the middle of nowhere, like, the thing knows not to shoot it down. But I think that's where these ballistic missiles must have been tripping it out because they just change course all the time. So I think it tricks the technology, you know what I mean, with those new bombs that they were using.
Yeah.
Don't know. I could be butchering it. Hopefully no one listens to this who's like actually educated on this because they're probably like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Fuck, have you seen see, it's just making me think I might be fake. Now, the hypersonic missiles, where they're showing like bombings and then you see one hypersonic missile coming through, but it's...
I think a lot of them are fake.
Yeah, right.
Because I remember I was like watching them, I was like, fuck, I'm going to send these. And then I like read through the comments and like everyone's like, it's fake.
Fuck, is annoying.
So I mean, how do you determine legit from fake?
Yeah. I suppose out of everything, how they can fake like actual voiceovers and like footage and stuff now, it would be pretty easy to fake like what just looks like fucking beams coming down from the sky,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Scary though.
It is scary. Like the thought of going into fucking World War, that's like pretty fucking intense.
I think the World War already started ages ago though, like with Russia and Ukraine and shit like that, isn't it?
Yeah, like 2012.
Yeah, what makes you think that this one's going to be the one that kicks it off? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be this one? Like there's always wars going on somewhere.
Yeah.
Ones that you don't even know about. It's just the ones that we hear about. You know what I mean? Like, isn't there a massive war with like Pakistan and India or something?
Fucking no idea.
Like no one even talks about it.
Yeah, I try not to watch that stuff unless it ends up on my feed, and then my Instagram just fucking feeds it to me. And
Yeah.
you watch one or two videos, and then you just get saturated with it.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be like, oh fuck, I suppose it was then, but you know, like anyone watching like the mainstream news, you're catching so much bullshit, but it's fucking probably even worse now on social media.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes and goes in waves too. Like it'll be something else fucking soon.
Can we go back to everyone doing like stupid fucking drink challenges or something?
Yeah. Or a fake flu.
Or a fake flu. Oh, fuck, no more fake flu.
I'm done with the flu.
Fuck, they could literally do a fake World War, couldn't they? To keep you inside.
Yeah. They could.
Instead of a virus, they do like, oh, there's actually a war happening. Completely saturate your Instagram now. Stop people traveling. That'd be pretty easy to show whether it's fake though.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not if it was me and you watching the videos. We'd be like, look at this is mad.
Shit, yeah. It's fucking nuts.
My mum was like freaking out about it. She's, I'm worried about the grandkids in this world we live in and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, like, it's out of your control. You can't determine what's going to happen, you know? You can stress about it all you want. It's not going to change shit.
And there's always something to fucking worry about now.
And you have all these egotistical cunts just sitting there fucking, you know, nukes and shit like that. Just takes one of those fucking loose cannons to be like, you know what? Fucking press the button.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. They
It's
should just
crazy.
go back to old like Spartan days. It is fucking, if you've got a problem with someone, just give them a sword and you have a sword and we all watch and yeah, that's way better.
Get Trump and Putin.
And then imagine the leaders. That'll be G's. You know what I mean? Like, to get into leadership, you'd actually have to be like a cunt who's about it, not someone who's just like fat who just sits behind a computer making decisions. That's gay. You might actually have a chance of running for Prime Minister, John.
Can you imagine that? Fucking hell. Fuck, can you imagine? Oh, fucking hell. All right, boy, we better fucking wrap up, is it?
Yep.
Yep. Cheers, boys and girls.
Yeah, don't listen to any of this and take it factual because I'm pretty sure everything we talked about, we have zero idea.
Yeah, probably not. Happy days, boy. Nice one.
Yep.
Cheers, boy.